Hello, and welcome back to day 7 of Mercury's messages through the retrograde. So today, Mercury um, brought a messenger in the form of a loon. So I was sitting and I was like woke up and I was sitting there and I saw out the window a loon fly in the sky up to a pine tree, the very, very top. It flew up to a pine tree and then sat there, and then it had its wings like spread out. So it was like airing off. I didn't know this about loons, but somebody was telling me that loons like go underneath the water, like they go all the way underneath the water to like get fish and stuff. So then they have to like air out their wings, like they have to dry their wings out so they can fly again. So it was like this loon like flew up on the top of this pine tree, and it was like a really narrow pine tree, and it just had its wings like spread. And I just sat there and watched it for like probably half an hour. Like it was like there for like a half an hour. And then I watched it fly away. And whenever something catches our attention, there's a message there. So I looked up loon. I always look up the I always look up the spiritual meaning of whatever catches my eye. And today it was the loon. So, wilderness and the north, the loon is a powerful symbol of the unnamed wilderness and the spiritual wildness of the north. Isn't that interesting? I'm like, huh. It's like a powerful symbol, untamed wilderness and spiritual wildness of the north. So, tranquility and serenity. As a solitary bird, it represents peace, calmness, and a deep sense of serenity. Dreams and intuition. This stuck out to me because I feel like during Mercury retrogrades, because it slows down so much, our intuition actually gets heightened. And since Mercury is in Scorpio, it's like dreams can become like dreams can become, have a lot of information in them. My voice is like, that's what I feel like. I feel like it just keeps cracking and it wants to come up and it wants to come out, but it's not. I feel like it's just like kind of, I don't know, it's hoarse. My voice is very hoarse, but I'm going to keep going on. So the loon, because it's like goes down underneath the water, it's like goes down into our subconscious, very mercurial, because Mercury will take us deep down into the underworld, down into our subconscious to bring something up, unwind it, to rewire it and help us shift into the next level of who we are. Like it'll shift our minds, it'll shift our perceptions, which literally changes everything. So, dreams and intuition, it's a connection to water links to the subconscious mind. Dreams and intuition, its presence can be a sign to pay attention to your dreams and wishes. So, and it's so funny, the divine messenger. And Mercury is the divine messenger. So, whenever birds like come in as strong messengers, I'm like, they are the divine messengers. And it's so funny that they put this in there. In some Native American cultures, such as certain, I don't know how to say this, tribes, loons are viewed as divine messengers. Creation and generosity. The loon is an earth diver who brought up earth from the ocean floor to create land. So there's a strong creation energy. There's a strong water and earth element. And then community and harmony, while often solitary, the loon can also symbolize harmony, generosity, and peace within a community, which is really interesting because I've been in different social settings with family. And I'm used to being I spend a lot of time by myself. And now I'm like with different family dynamics. And so I feel like it's like bringing in this harmony, generosity, and peace within a community. So within family dynamics, there's harmony, generosity, and peace. Reawakening of hopes. The loon's call can represent the reawakening of old hopes, wishes, and dreams. So Mercury retrograde can help us reignite and reawaken our hopes, wishes, and dreams. Like the things that we in Sagittarius, like between the Sagittarius and the Scorpio, the big vision, those hopes, wishes, and dreams. And then being in Scorpio, it's like the subconscious, what is our mind telling us that we couldn't do this? Or like, what are the stories or the limiting beliefs, the limiting thoughts, the limiting stories that are playing in our minds and out in our lives that are stopping us from living in our hopes, wishes, and dreams? They're stopping us like from achieving them, from like actually like setting ourselves up for the success to have our hopes and wishes and dreams fulfilled, which I feel like that's a big reason why we are on earth, to have the biggest, grandest hopes, wishes, and dreams and to live them in fulfillment. And then another one was guidance. It's spiritual guidance is seen as being deeply connected to one's intuition. So intuition, subconscious, water, dreams. So Mercury may be taking us into dream world, maybe taking us into like go deep within us to listen to our intuition and where is it guiding us to go, and don't fight it, kind of quiet the mind. The more we quiet the mind and drop into the body, the more our intuition will speak to us. And I know for me, it's more about finding my own time for my space. Like when I saw this loon, because it's kind of a singleton, they're kind of singletons, and it flew up to the top of a pine tree, and it was like it's almost like standing on top, but it's looking down. So rising above anything, and maybe anything chaos that's going around. And maybe in that, like finding that peace, that calm within us, to where whatever's going on around us, we're staying centered and grounded and calm within us. And so that way nothing outside of us affects us inside. So with that, look up Loon Spirit and see if maybe Loon will guide you. Maybe your dreams will show up over the next day or two. Like what are your dreams showing you? I know last time I had like some really vivid dreams. So I know tonight I'm going to be paying more attention to my dreams and like going forward. And I know anytime we have like water, planets in water, I pay attention to my dreams more and more and more so. So this might be a little bit longer, but Mercury's message felt like it came from the Loon and where it was guiding me to like go within and maybe right and being at the top of a pine tree, looking down, but staying centered within us in the earth and the water, grounded, going down maybe in subconscious things, opening up to expanding into our hopes, wishes, and dreams. So with that, I'm not going to ramble anymore. I'm going to sign off. I will be back with day 8 tomorrow.